And the purpose of this event is to help motivate the audience, the other students, to help think more about science, technology, engineering, and math, and why we should be thinking outside of the classroom bubble and exploring our horizons. So thank you for being here. Okay, so our first guest speaker will be Communications Director Lehman. Please give a warm welcome.
Good evening, everyone. Tonight, I'll be giving you my informative speech on the correlation between esports and STEM. You're short of breath as you climb the stairs of a loud and crowded stadium, with cheering fans split into an exploding ocean of bright red and deep blue. You finally make it to your nosebleed seats of an 80,000-seat stadium, but you're just happy you got a seat. Tickets did sell out in less than a minute. Just as you take your seat, fog begins to billow out of the entrance tunnel and into the arena, followed by your team dressed in their white, pristine varsity jackets as the crowd explodes into shouts of praise. The players make their way to the stage and take their seats in front of their state-of-the-art Intel gaming computers. You came to watch two teams battle on the online field. In short, it's competitive video games, or as scholars like to call it, esports. According to Mark Filchenko, San Jose State researcher, on May 1st, 2018, esports is very similar to traditional sports. Professional teams sign top players to contracts, compete in franchise leagues, wear team jerseys, and have mass followings backed by their millions of fans all across the world. The only difference is, instead of competing with their physical bodies, these athletes compete using their brains. Well, and their fingers. And because this form of entertainment is a mental sport, research has found that there is a largely significant correlation between esports and STEM, or science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. In fact, according to League of Legends collegiate director Michael Sherman, 62% of all competitors in collegiate esports were STEM majors. Today, I'll be teaching you about the correlation between esports and STEM by first going over the background of the world of esports and its implications on STEM, next, talking to you about the benefits of this correlation, and finally, discussing how STEM and esports are inevitably the future. First, I will discuss the social titan that esports has become. In the last few years, esports tournaments have sold out stadium-sized events in less than minutes. According to Trent Murray in his Esports Observer article on May 7th, 2018, the 15,000-seat Staples Center, the 20,000-seat Barclays Center, to the 80,000-seat Beijing National Stadium. Tickets were quickly bought up by esports fanatics. In fact, one of the largest tournaments of the popular game, League of Legends, counted a staggering 43 million online viewers, barely being surpassed by the NBA Finals' 44 million that same year. According to Rich Huggin in his article titled Career Success Built on Esports, published on June 20th, 2018, esports tournaments have sold out stadium-sized events in less than minutes. And I'm breaking this up, and I'm going to transition into my next point, being that I don't have my speech memorized. I should.
That's right.
So I will go back to, according to sports writer Ian John's 2018 article, even though esports is widely viewed in the United States, Korean teams have won these championships more than teams from any other country. The only other team to win with consistent success was a Swedish team called Fnatic. So, why is it that the United States is so far behind? Korea currently tops the rank in innovation derived from development system, Sweden at second, but the US just plummeted out of the top 10, according to Michelle Trubisco and Wei Liu in their Bloomberg Technology article. This correlation can't be ignored. According to sports writer Albert Cho in his article published on June 12, 2018, The reason that STEM majors in Korea tend to veer towards esports is because of the extremely competitive nature of graduating and getting jobs for huge tech conglomerates such as Samsung, LG, and so forth. The schools recognize this demand and therefore pour a substantial amount of funding into thorough and rigorous STEM programs. We know that there are a lot of esports viewers and not enough STEM majors. And we know that STEM majors tend to compete in esports. So instead of STEM majors getting involved in esports, programs are actually looking to flip the script. Use video games to encourage participation in STEM. If you love gaming, you'll probably love STEM. So researchers quickly went about arguing for the benefits of esports and STEM integration. Katie Saline, professor in the Department of Informatics at UC Irvine, states on May 1st, 2018, "We know that the kinds of critical thinking, productive problem solving, and collaborative interaction that students get when they game socially with other students in a competitive environment leads to kinds of outcomes that we think are great and viable in the context of the workforce." According to an NASEF article titled "Career Success Built on Esports," such traits are how companies like Google identify their most successful employees, implying that students participating in these programs are developing skills that could get them hired at some of the largest companies in the world. The goal is to develop esports curriculum that transitions right into STEM. Now that we understand the benefits of a STEM curriculum, let's discuss some programs that are merging STEM and esports right now and the potential for esports careers. According to Constant Stukuler on June 12, 2018, that's not the right spot. First, let's discuss the STEM fields. According to Ryan Brown, content manager at ID Tech on June 12, 2018, 2.4 million jobs in the STEM field will go vacant this year due to lack of supply for their demand. Simply put, there are more jobs than there are STEM majors to fill them, and it is crucial that we recognize this opportunity for the future generations. We know that there are a lot of esports viewers and not enough STEM majors, and this part was completely out of place, so I'm going to move to the next part of the speech. Which was, according to Constant Stukuler on June 12, 2018, the North American Scholastic Esports Federation is developing curriculum to integrate esports in both athletics and academics. Their partnership with the Orange County Department of Education has enabled them to help students translate the skills they receive from participating in esports to skills that would get them hired at some of the largest companies in the world. According to U.S. News on June 12, 2018, a second team of Orange County researchers and teachers also developed a 4-year high school curriculum centered around esports. An English course was created to integrate with esports marketing sector and has been approved by the University of California as meeting the most stringent educational requirements of a college preparatory course. Now, you can literally play video games for credit. These revolutionary and groundbreaking curriculums aim to set up students for success in their futures by weaving in curriculum with industry. These programs ultimately funnel students into direct STEM majors while giving them an esports foundation. Second, we need to explore what this form of education means for our future. According to Rich Huggin in his article titled "Esports is Hiring and You Don't Need to Be a Player" on August 30th, 2018, the esports industry is brimming with job opportunities. According to U.S. News on January 28th, 2018, countries like Korea and Sweden that are heavily investing in STEM programs are paving ways for their students to attain future jobs that are very much on the rise. Similarly, the U.S. is beginning to take the necessary steps in the same direction by developing revolutionary and groundbreaking curriculums aiming to set up students to fill these careers. Today, we discussed the relationship between esports and STEM, went over the benefits of esports integration into STEM, and finally, discussed some remarkable changes in education. Esports is on the rise, and you don't even have to wait a few years to find yourself in a stadium of loud fans cheering for athletes Demon King Faker and the SKT Esports team battling against Samsung Galaxy on the online field of League of Legends. If you have no idea what I'm talking about right now, in a few years, if not months, you will. Thank you.